Imagine this. A 72-year-old man in Florida receives a letter stamped with the Social Security Administration logo. The letter warns him that unless he agrees to install a new tracking device, his Social Security benefits could be suspended. Terrified, he calls the number on the letter only to be pressured into giving his bank account and Medicare details. Within days, thousands of dollars disappear from his savings. I'm attorney Susan Mitchell, and I've worked with countless seniors who have faced similar terrifying scams. Today, I'm here to protect you. There is no government tracking device required for Social Security. If someone tells you otherwise, it's a scam designed to steal your money and your identity. Stay with me. I'll explain how these scams work, the real dangers you face, and the exact steps you can take to protect your benefits. If you're watching this, comment the word SAFE below. Have you heard the rumor that the government is secretly requiring seniors to use a tracking device in order to continue receiving Social Security benefits? This is one of the newest scare tactics spreading among seniors, and it's 100% false. Here's how it works. Scammers create official-looking letters, emails, or even text messages. They claim that Social Security or Medicare is rolling out a new monitoring program. The message usually says something like, "Failure to activate your tracking device will result in suspension of your retirement checks." For many older Americans, this sounds terrifying. After all, your Social Security benefits are your lifeline. Without them, paying rent, buying food, or covering prescriptions would be impossible. I completely understand why so many seniors panic when they hear this. As a lawyer, I've sat across from clients who were shaking, believing they would lose everything if they didn't comply. That fear is exactly what scammers are counting on. Here's the truth. The Social Security Administration, SSA, never requires tracking devices, microchips, or monitoring equipment of any kind. They don't threaten to cut off benefits for refusing to activate a device. If you ever get a message like this, you can be certain it's a scam. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has already issued multiple warnings about Social Security imposter scams. In fact, in 2024 alone, thousands of seniors reported losing money because they believed fake letters or phone calls demanding compliance. So, what should you do if you get one of these messages? Do not respond. Do not click any links. Do not call the number listed. Instead, hang up or delete it immediately. If you're unsure, call the official SSA number, 1-800-772-1213. Remember, if something sounds strange or threatening, it's almost always a scam. You don't have to face it alone. I'll walk you step by step through how scammers operate and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself from falling victim. Quick question. Have you ever received a suspicious call or letter about your Social Security? Comment yes if you have, or no if not yet. Picture this. Your phone rings, and the caller ID says Social Security Administration. You answer, and a serious-sounding voice tells you there's a problem with your account. They say unless you verify your Social Security number immediately or activate a new security device, your monthly benefits will be stopped. This is the exact script scammers are using across the country. They know that the idea of losing Social Security strikes fear into seniors, so they apply maximum pressure. Some even claim they're from the IRS or Medicare, insisting that failure to comply could mean losing not just your benefits, but also facing criminal charges. I've spoken with many seniors who were so scared they handed over bank account information on the spot. That's how powerful fear can be when it's tied to your survival income. But here's the important truth. The real Social Security Administration does not suspend or cancel your benefits over the phone. They will never threaten you, demand immediate payment, or pressure you to share sensitive information. According to the SSA's official policy, all communication is done through mailed letters, and even then, they never ask you to verify your entire Social Security number, your bank PIN, or anything involving tracking devices. If you're ever in doubt, remember this: government agencies do not call to scare you. So how do you protect yourself? Never trust caller ID. Scammers can spoof numbers to make it look like the call is from SSA. Don't give personal details. Hang up if someone demands your SSN, Medicare number, or bank info. Call SSA directly. The only safe number is 1-800-772-1213. Report the scam. You can file a report at the FTC's website, reportfraud.ftc.gov. Your Social Security benefits are your right under federal law. No scammer, no matter how convincing, has the power to take them away. Stay with me, because in the next section, I'll reveal the shocking consequences seniors face when they believe these lies. And IU. Before we move on, let me know in the comments, have you ever hung up on a suspicious caller? Comment yes or number. When seniors fall for these Social Security scams, the consequences can be devastating. Imagine waking up one morning, checking your bank account, and discovering that thousands of dollars have vanished. That's not just money, it's your rent, your groceries, your prescriptions, and your peace of mind. Scammers are ruthless. Once they gain your trust, they pressure you to provide sensitive information, your Social Security number, Medicare details, or bank account access. Some even demand that you withdraw cash and deposit it into government-secured accounts, which are nothing more than scammer-controlled accounts. Others trick seniors into buying gift cards and reading the numbers over the phone, claiming it's a temporary verification step. The Federal Trade Commission's 2024 fraud report revealed that Social Security-related scams were among the top fraud categories targeting older Americans, costing seniors over $100 million in reported losses last year alone. And those are just the reported cases. Many more go unreported out of embarrassment or fear. I once worked with a 8-year-old widow in Ohio who received a call telling her that her benefits would be frozen unless she confirmed her bank routing number. Believing it was real, she complied. Within days, her checking account was drained. She told me through tears, "I thought I was doing the right thing. I didn't want to lose my Social Security." That emotional pain, feeling tricked and powerless, can be even worse than the financial loss. Here's the harsh reality. Once scammers steal your money, it's extremely difficult, sometimes impossible, to get it back. Banks and credit unions may help in limited cases, but often the funds are transferred overseas before anyone can act. That's why prevention is the most powerful protection you have. So what can you do to avoid this nightmare? Never share personal information unless you are 100% sure of who you're dealing with. Don't act under pressure. Scammers use urgency to cloud your judgment. Take a step back before responding. Verify independently. Always call SSA directly using their official number, not the one provided in the suspicious message. Educate loved ones. Talk to friends and family about these scams so they can watch out for you and themselves. The bottom line is this: scammers win when they make you panic. They lose when you take control, stay calm, and verify before acting. In the next section, I'll give you 4 practical steps, simple, everyday actions you can take to shield yourself and your Social Security from these criminals. Quick check-in. Have you or someone you know ever lost money to a scam? Please share in the comments. Your story could help another senior avoid the same pain. Now that you understand how scammers operate, let's talk about how you can stop them in their tracks. The good news is, protecting yourself doesn't require expensive tools or complicated technology. It comes down to 4 simple steps. Step 1. Never click suspicious links. Scammers love to send emails and text messages with links that look official. They may even copy the SSA or Medicare logo, but those links can lead to fake websites designed to steal your personal information. Rule of thumb: if you didn't request it, don't click it. Instead, go directly to the official SSA website, ssa.gov. Step 2. Guard your Social Security number, SSN. Your SSN is the key to your financial life. Treat it like your house keys. You wouldn't hand them out to strangers, right? If anyone calls, emails, or texts asking for your SSN, hang up immediately. SSA does not ask for your full number over the phone. Step 3. Verify every call. Even if a caller ID shows Social Security Administration, it doesn't mean it's real. Scammers use technology called spoofing to fake numbers. If you ever get a call about your benefits, politely hang up and dial SSA yourself at 1-800-772-1213. That way, you know you're speaking with the real agency. Step 4. Create and monitor your My Social Security account. One of the best protections you can give yourself is to open an account on myssa.gov. This is the official online portal where you can view your benefit information. By creating your own account, you prevent scammers from setting one up in your name. Check your account regularly for unusual changes or benefit activity. Real-life example. I recently worked with a woman in Texas who received an email claiming her Social Security was frozen until she activated a tracking device. Instead of panicking, she remembered these 4 steps. She deleted the email, logged into her myssa.gov account, and confirmed her benefits were safe. Because she stayed calm and verified, she saved herself thousands of dollars. Remember, these scams thrive on fear and confusion. When you slow down, follow these 4 steps, and double-check information, you strip scammers of their power. In the next section, we'll go deeper into your legal rights, what the law says about your Social Security, debt collection, and how you can use those rights to protect yourself. Quick engagement. If you already have a MISA.gov account, comment yes. If not, comment no, and I'll encourage you to set one up today. When scammers target you, they're not just stealing money, they're threatening your sense of safety and dignity. But here's something every senior in America needs to remember. You have strong legal rights that protect your Social Security benefits. Let's break them down clearly. 1. Your Social Security benefits are protected by federal law. No debt collector, scammer, or fake government agent can legally take away your Social Security checks. The Social Security Act guarantees your benefits as long as you qualify. Even if you owe money, most creditors cannot touch your Social Security deposits. Only in very limited cases like unpaid federal taxes, child support, or federal student loans can the government withhold part of your check. And even then, you'll always get an official letter before anything changes. There is no such thing as losing your benefits overnight because you refused a tracking device. 2. Statute of limitations. Old debts may no longer be collectible. One trick scammers use is pretending you owe old debts, and that unless you pay immediately, your benefits will be garnished. Here's the truth. In most states, there is a statute of limitations, a time limit after which creditors cannot legally sue you to collect certain debts. For example, if a credit card debt is more than 6 or 7 years old, depending on your state, collectors usually can't force you to pay. Yet scammers often threaten seniors with jail, lawsuits, or benefit cuts for these old debts. You are not legally required to pay expired debts. 3. You have the right to demand proof in writing. Under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, FDCPA, you have the right to demand written proof of any debt. If someone calls saying, "You owe money, do not pay over the phone," instead say, "Send me proof in writing." Scammers usually hang up when you say this because they can't provide anything real. Legitimate agencies must provide written documentation. Fear. Report scams. You are protected, not powerless. Many seniors feel ashamed after being targeted. But remember, reporting scams isn't just about you, it protects others too. You can report Social Security scams to FTC, Federal Trade Commission, Report Fraud, FTC, Gov, SSA, Office of the Inspector General, OIG, oig.ssa.gov. CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, consumerfinance.gov, your local credit union or bank, who can also flag fraudulent transactions. These agencies investigate and sometimes even help recover stolen funds. The FBI's Elder Fraud Division reported in 2024 that timely reports saved victims nearly $150 million by freezing fraudulent transfers before they were finalized. 5. Real case example. A senior fights back. Let me share a story. A 74-year-old woman in California received threatening calls saying she needed to install a tracking device or lose her Social Security. Instead of panicking, she demanded proof in writing and called SSA directly. When the caller refused, she hung up and reported the number. SSA confirmed it was a scam. Her report helped investigators trace the scam network, saving other seniors from losing money. This shows the power of knowing your rights and standing firm. 6. How to take back control today. Here's a quick checklist you can use. Know your Social Security benefits cannot be suspended by scammers. Check whether debts are past the statute of limitations. Demand written proof of any alleged debt. Report scams immediately to SSA, FTC, or CFPB. Talk to your credit union about fraud protection services. Empowering message. You don't have to feel powerless. The law is on your side. Scammers rely on fear and confusion. But when you understand your rights, you take back control. In the next section, we'll focus on the emotional side of scams, how to deal with fear, rebuild trust, and remind yourself that you are not alone. Question for you. Have you ever demanded written proof from a caller or collector? Comment yes if you have, or no if you didn't know you had that right. Financial scams don't just take money, they take peace of mind. For many seniors, the most painful part isn't the lost dollars, but the fear, shame, and distrust that remain long after the scam is over. I want you to know this. You are not alone, and you don't have to carry this burden by yourself. 1. The emotional toll of scams. Imagine being 75 years old, living on a fixed income, and suddenly losing a month's worth of Social Security payments because of a scam. Beyond the money, many seniors feel embarrassed. Some say, "How could I be so foolish?" Others withdraw from friends and family out of shame. This emotional isolation is exactly what scammers count on. If you feel alone, you're less likely to ask for help. That's why it's so important to recognize that being scammed doesn't mean you're weak. It means you are targeted by professional criminals who are experts at manipulation. 2. A real story of courage. Let me share a true case reported by AARP in 2024. A 70-year-old woman in Texas received a call claiming her Social Security number had been suspended. She was told to transfer her savings into a secure government account. At first, she almost complied, but she paused, remembered hearing about scams, and called her daughter. Together, they checked with SSA and confirmed it was fake. That phone call to a loved one saved her retirement savings. Her story reminds us that asking for help is not weakness, it's wisdom. 3. Community support matters. If you've been targeted, talk to someone you trust, a family member, a neighbor, or even your local church group. Many communities and senior centers now host fraud awareness workshops, where seniors share stories and learn how to fight back together. Organizations like AARP's Fraud Watch Network provide free resources, hotlines, and even peer support. The FBI Elder Fraud Program also offers guidance, and they've helped seniors recover millions in stolen funds when cases were reported quickly. 4. Restoring confidence in daily life. It's normal to feel nervous answering the phone or opening emails after being targeted, but instead of living in fear, you can rebuild confidence with practical habits. Use caller ID screening and let unknown calls go to voicemail. Set up alerts with your credit union or bank for unusual activity. Talk openly with friends about scams. Sharing information makes you stronger, not weaker. The more you know, the harder it becomes for scammers to scare you. Knowledge truly is power. 5. A lawyer's encouragement. As a lawyer, I've seen seniors bounce back from devastating scams. One of my clients told me, after being tricked, I thought I'd never trust anyone again. But now, I'm teaching my bridge group how to recognize scams. That transformation from victim to protector is one of the most inspiring things I've witnessed. Remember, you are more than a target. You are someone with wisdom, resilience, and the ability to protect not only yourself but also others. 6. You have a community behind you. Scammers want you to feel isolated, but the truth is, you have an entire network of protection. Family and friends who can double-check suspicious messages, local senior centers and AARP groups offering support, law enforcement and federal agencies working daily to stop fraud. When you speak up, report scams, and share your story, you don't just protect yourself, you help protect thousands of other seniors across the country. Empowering reminder. Being targeted by a scam does not define you. What defines you is how you respond. Choosing to speak up, verify, and educate others turns fear into strength. In the final section, I'll bring everything together, reminding you of the biggest red flags, the safest steps, and leaving you with peace of mind. Oh, before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever shared a scam warning with friends or family? Comment yes if you have, or no if you haven't yet. Let's recap. There is no such thing as a Social Security tracking device. If anyone threatens to cut off your benefits unless you install a chip, send money, or reveal personal details, it's a scam. Remember the red flags: urgent threats, requests for personal information, and pressure to act immediately. Your benefits are protected by law. Scammers cannot take them away. You have the right to verify, the right to demand proof, and the right to say number. You also have a community family, AARP, SSA, and law enforcement standing behind you. Before you go, please comment the word SAFE below. If you've ever faced a scam like this, share your story. It might save someone else's retirement. And remember, this video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. For personal legal concerns, consult a licensed attorney in your state.